All right, special outside edition here. You might be able to hear some birds or some nature, so add a little flair to it. But we're going to start it off. I'm going to pick all my picks for the round one of the college football playoffs. I made a full bracket already if you want to go check out that video. But we're going to start it off here with Alabama. I'm picking Alabama over Oklahoma. Alabama's now the underdog. They were favored, and now they're the underdog by 1.5. I just like Alabama winning this one. I think that they're just a more rounded team. Oklahoma's offense is just disgusting. They should have lost to LSU the previous week and not even been in this discussion. And then Oklahoma already won the first matchup, but I think Kalen DeBoer, he is a good coach, even though he might not be the right fit for Alabama. So I think he's going to have it a little more buttoned up. Maybe he'll get some game plan going on to help out Ty Simpson, because we do know that a D-line with a lot of pressure on Ty Simpson can absolutely wreck his game, and he's going to be terrible. So thinking that's not going to happen, think they're going to be more prepared, some more screen games, maybe get the run game going, get some of the pressure off of them. But neither one of these offenses are super prolific. Oklahoma's especially, but Oklahoma really has a good defense to really contain Alabama. So I think the under 51.5 is a real safe pick right there. Make a little parlay with Alabama. And then the Ole Miss Tulane game. It ended at 45-10 earlier in the season. They get a rematch here in the playoff. Obviously, there's a lot of distractions and everything going on with Ole Miss and Kiffin, but I do still think on a talent basis, there's just no way that Tulane's going to be able to keep up with Ole Miss. And so I'm going to alternate it, the spread. I'm going to do 13.5, then win by 2 touchdowns. They won by 35 previously. The line is set at 17.5. That's already counting Kiffin being gone and all the distractions going in there. So I do think they'll be able to put up 14 there. A little bit less than the 17.5 because you never know. They might come out flat. They might be distracted, but just on a talent level, they should be able to outclass Tulane. And I went with under 62.5. Reasoning for that pick, it was 45-10 when they did have Kiffin. I still don't think Tulane will be able to put up much points on that offense. And then Ole Miss, I don't think is going to run up the score like they did previous in the season. So could see something like a 38-10, 38-13 kind of deal. Well underneath that 62.5, but that's just a safe one just in case Ole Miss does decide to run up the score on them. And then I just have A&M over Miami, two semi-fraudulent teams. At least A&M only has one loss to Texas. They really only had two tests all year. They lost to they beat Notre Dame. That was a great win, but then they lost to Texas at the end of the season. You definitely don't want to see a late season collapse, but I'm still going to take them over Miami because Miami, they'll just go out there and they'll just throw a game. Okay, they lost to SMU and to Louisville. It's kind of interesting that they even put Miami in there considering those losses, terrible losses. But on a head-to-head basis, you got to put them over Notre Dame. Anyway, Texas A&M over them. Marcel Reed, I just think he's the better quarterback. He can also get it done with his legs in case that pass game is bottled up. If they need to get a first down, he's more than capable of being able to run for it, get the yards that they need. And I do think Texas A&M will pull this one out. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, but still A&M to win. And then Oregon only going to take 13.5 over JMU. I actually think JMU is going to be semi-competitive, and by semi-competitive, I mean like lose by less than 4 scores. They're a Group of 5 team. It's kind of an argument whether they even deserve to be there. They do have a top 10 offense and defense ranking-wise, but they play in the Sun Belt, so not a lot of quality. We'll see how they fare against an FBS team. I think there's absolutely no way that they beat Oregon. It's just whether or not they'll keep it semi-close. But 13.5, Oregon's had that bye week, plenty of time to prepare. They didn't make the Big Ten championship. They have lots of things to prove. Dante Moore has a lot to prove. If he goes on a nice little run, plays well, Oregon does well in this college football playoff, he'll probably end up going in the draft, be a first-round pick. If not, then I'll see Dante Moore stay for another year in college. So a lot of proof for Oregon. So I think that they will put the whipping on JMU. And then that loads us up with 1,100 odds. Nice little $10 payout 130. I had a little profit boost, so I was able to boost this one. But Alabama money line under 51.5. Tulane, Ole Miss. Ole Miss 13.5, under 62.5. A&M money line, Oregon 13.5. And that's all my picks for week 1 of the college football playoff. This actually it's still in line with my video that I made about the entire tournament bracket. We'll see how this goes on. A lot of interesting questions, so we'll see how Ole Miss fares up against Tulane. And then we'll see how Oregon can fare into JMU. In my playoff predicts, I had Oregon losing to Texas Tech. However, if Oregon does look like they have a real fire in them, I might end up adjusting my bracket depending on this game. But that's it, guys. Hope you roll with it. I think I got a good one. Check my channel out. I got more college football, NFL, other types of content on there. Leave a like if you like it. Roll with me. Leave a comment if you think I'm stupid and I'm losing my money. That's all cool, too. And I appreciate you.